What's up, everyone? This is Harold Sullivan.
And I am Ian Rappaport.
No,
Oh, wrong guy, wrong guy. I was Ian Rappaport yesterday. That's me, Greggy boy, Perkley. Yes, sirree.
we're here with Greg. This is the Sullivan Project podcast. What's up, Greg?
Oh, nothing.
Same old thing,
Nothing
right?
good. Yeah.
SOS. Is it raining over there?
Yeah, well, it kind of stopped. I just took the garbage out, but it's wet.
It's
Very,
raining.
very wet.
Yeah, it's raining here, and it's hotter than it was earlier. Hey, Google, what time is it?
It's 7:05 p.m.
Okay, well, that's a nice round number. So, yeah, we got different kind of some different topics here. You came up with one the other day, something about the internet, right?
Yeah, all the stupid stuff. Well, not so much the stupid stuff I see, but when I go out amongst people, I hear stupid people talking about stuff they hear and they believe it.
Oh,
Maybe,
okay. Not on the internet, but just like out in public. Well, internet too. The internet's
yeah,
the
well, any conversations I've heard about,
okay. Like, well, yeah. Tell me some of this.
like finding, they found Noah's Ark. I don't know, robots are taking over. Um, Harold Sullivan will be our president in
Uh,
2024.
yeah.
Um,
Well, the AI, that the AI could really happen.
yeah.
The robots. I don't know about
Uh,
Noah's Ark. They can't find the most they can say is they found a piece of wood, which I've heard before. But they
Supposedly some,
you know,
I don't know, Christian group says they found it, but they're not releasing it or
they have
something.
a piece of that. They have a piece of the Ark of the Covenant. All that. There's no way to prove nothing from 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Thousands. Yeah. What about the other ones? Have you heard the ones about the birds aren't real?
Birds aren't real?
Yeah, they've been some dude. They started that on the internet years ago, and now people are starting to believe that the government years ago took a bunch of the birds and replaced them with robots. So that's how they're watching us. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, some people believe it now because they started this whole movement. The birds aren't real.
Mm, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then you have things like the Slender Man, right? Where it was a
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a contest online. Let's come up with the next scary horror. But then two kids went out and killed somebody and blamed it on the Slender Man, and
Uh-huh.
actually started the urban. Now there's an urban legend now, and that brings actually. See, this is something that I try to tell people, and I mean, you can say it's mumbo jumbo, but spoken word and belief, and just believing in something could make it real, or put power to it, right? So the fact that I mean, this thing wasn't real, Slender Man, but these kids gave it power and made it real by going out and killing someone and blaming it on,
And
so
the worst part about it,
yeah,
all the stupid horror movies and documentaries that popped out about it.
yeah, see, and it's sad, but they can take and they can just believe in something or saying something, or someone believes it, another person, and it
Mm-hmm.
makes it real. It almost puts life to it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
What happened to the good old days with like Mikey and Pop Rocks? Nobody could prove it.
Oh yeah, see, I was scared of that too. But when I used to eat them, they did make me my stomach fizzle and pop and all that. I didn't like that.
Oh
See,
yeah.
people don't know that. See, that's a good thing because hey, we're older. Well, I'm in my 40s. You're in your 50s. We don't want to say the age because that's your privacy. But yeah, people don't know about what was that in the 80s when that kid died. What was the thing that you're not supposed to drink
He
Coke?
never died.
Oh, he didn't die.
Nah, I believe he's still alive now, kicking it old school style.
But they thought he died. Well, what was the whole thing?
That's the rumor. He ate Pepsi and Pop Rocks. So he
Okay,
died of
and
Pepsi and
Pop
Pop
Rocks.
Rocks.
What was that? For people that don't know, that was a little candy that when you would eat it, it would fizzle in your stomach and pop and stuff
It fizzle in your mouth.
in your mouth. Okay. Yeah. See, I didn't
Maybe
miss.
if it was sucking it down too quick, it was popping in your stomach.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. Yeah, I couldn't do that. And then so he supposedly had a reaction to it. Did they stop selling it after that?
No, he's still back today.
Oh, okay. Well then, see. Well, that's so people know. I didn't even know it was still around, Pop Rocks.
Mhm.
But So that was an urban legend, kind of, yeah. They turned it into a legend, yeah. Don't eat them and drink pop because you could die or whatever.
Mm, yeah.
Wasn't there another one? Mikey likes it. Didn't that kid actually die? The one who did the Mikey Life commercial?
That's the kid that was supposed to be about. No, he didn't die.
Oh, it was the same commercial. So he had an urban legend against. So
Yeah.
okay, it was the Life commercial. Did he do Pop Rocks commercial too?
No.
Like, what did he have to do with Pop Rocks? Why did they use the Mikey from the Life
I don't
commercial?
know why that came out. I guess, that was the only thing that kid did was the life
The Life
cereal.
commercial. Yeah, but why say it about anybody? Why pick him to make the urban legend about?
I don't
And he's
know.
still alive.
That I
If
was wondering.
anybody knows that, write into the show here. Harold Sullivan 78 on YouTube. Harold Sullivan 78 on TikTok. Harold Sullivan period 35 on Facebook. Or call 724-513-1472
Well,
to leave a message for Greg and I or anybody else or what up. But yeah, that's a whole legend right there. Like, why pick Mikey? And I thought he was dead too. I don't know. Or
I'm
maybe I
pretty sure he's still alive.
see. That's odd, you know.
Mm.
So what else will people believe is stupid? Do you think?
Uh,
Or
they like all this. I don't know. It kind of caught me off guard here, but
yeah.
like things like like I don't know, like stuff like crystals and
Oh yeah,
you
this
know,
is all new. See,
bracelet,
I'm on the
this
edge
stuff.
of I'm on the edge with this kind of stuff of whether uh, how much because if people want to learn know about it, then I'll teach them or I'll not I'll tell them what I know and they could go from there. But a lot of people, yeah, they think it's hocus pocus and I was the same way too. But if it ain't hurting, then you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it, you know if having something if it's something relaxing to do and hey, this is what they did thousands of years ago was burn incense and have rocks and crystals, and they just believed in different things. I mean, if it's not negative energy, I'm all about positive and whatever you can do to clean yourself, get grounded.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of this has been helping me since I lost my sight 2 years ago. In case people don't know, I was born with an autoimmune disease, and I've been in a wheelchair since I was a child. And I lost my sight and had bad moments, and then God just woke me up, and actually I got about half hour left in the audio Bible, and I'll be going through it for the seventh time in 2 years.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'll be finishing it up and starting the eighth time. Yep, at the very end. But yeah, I started getting into crystals, oils, essential oils too. Yeah, I gave you one of them oils, right? You said it smells good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Mary Beth likes it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I put it on my hands every day. Like in the Bible, Jesus got anointed with oils every day. Yeah,
Yeah.
or not every day, but all the time. I put it on every day though. It's just something that helps me in the morning. I rub it on my hands, the ones I made. I made
Uh-huh.
one. I named one after Norm. I told you, our buddy Norm that passed away years ago. I always think
Uh-huh.
about Norm still, but I named one in memory of him and
Uh-huh.
a few other people that died. It's just something to do. And then I also have the crystals. I mean, hey, they all have different colors and different things, and they're all supposed to do. And sometimes I laugh about it, or I'm thinking because there's thousands of different names of crystals, and they're all supposed to be doing these different things. And I'm thinking, who sat there with all these and tried them and tried and figured out what they did? You know what I mean? So most of it, like, where is it coming from? And so yeah, it's you kind of just have to come up with your own, your own thing and figure it out. And you can go by, well, this crystal might help with this, this, and this. But don't expect you to wear a crystal or rub it and you're cured of whatever. Like nothing is going to do that, you know.
Uh-huh.
Unless you
Yeah.
reach nirvana, which is what hoping to reach, and people can't tell me or keep telling me you can't. I'd like to reach where Jesus in real life. I want to reach, or not real life, because I don't believe this is our real life. But in this reality, I want to reach that perfect peace where things happen and it just goes by. It don't bug me. I want to just go with, I want to just be just, peace. And I'm going to get there one day uh, because I believe we can reach that to where we don't have all this extra human crap that we've been carrying and we don't get upset and this and that when we don't get overly, We just take it as like we just go through like Jesus, just walk through whatever comes along. We make it through it and go move on to the next thing. And I want to reach that one day instead of constantly having the everyday whatever it comes, the crap that just comes up every day that you just don't expect. I want to reach
Mhm.
peace in that, just complete, just go through, know what's gonna, whatever happens, deal with it, uh,
Mhm.
learn from it, teach people, and just do it. So, okay, so what other ideas did you? That was just people stuff that they believe in. Oh yeah, so crystals. Okay, so you mean things? Yeah, so
But you get like crystals,
herbs.
river, water from the river now.
Oh yeah, like I got some of that. Yeah, I got holy water, which it doesn't
Uh,
mean it's. But you know what? See, here's the thing I tell like my sister said when I got it on eBay, right? Holy water. It says from the river, the Jordan River, I think it was, in the Bible. And she said, how, there's, it ain't gonna come from really from there, and it looks too clean. It's like crystal clear water. It would probably be dirtier, right? But I said, you know what? As long as I believe, it doesn't matter. I blessed the water myself when I got it. And she said, you can't bless nothing. You're not a pastor. You know what? You see, that's
no, but
exactly the problem. And someone else, and this is an idea that I have, and maybe we can get to this one day. But even if it's just a few people, I want a place where people can just be themselves, believe what you want, and not be objected to this training that we're trained. Like she said, I can't bless that. I'm not a pastor. That's exactly
no,
that's exactly
no,
the problem with the world. The church and the government, everything makes you think that you don't have any power, and you have to go to church to do something, or you have to go there, and only a pastor can do good. That is not true. There,
that's right.
there's no difference between me and a pastor, or you and a pastor, or anybody that can be a pastor. All
Except
right,
for
I
me.
could bless something with my intention, just like you could with a negative or a positive. It doesn't matter. It's the power of the spoken word, which it comes back to. And what was the word? The first word, the word was with God, and the first word was God, right? And
Mm-hmm.
with that, God spoke the world, and He just spoke, and the world was there,
Mm-hmm.
right? With just His word, and that proves the word. Just us speaking, and our intention makes things happen. Now we have to do other things, but it starts off with speaking the word first. And I
Mm-hmm.
could bless something and put my good intention, love, and say all the words, and bless it just like a pastor. So I bless the oil too, or the water, in the holy water, and I put a drop of that in the oils when I make the oils, so the oils are blessed. And I got jewelry I've been making, and I put a drop of the water on there. And you know what? In my mind, it's blessed, and that's all. That makes it real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So just like crystals, there's certain colors for each one, certain things, and certain ones you can wear and certain ones you can't because you can actually have reactions to your skin. You don't want certain ones to touch you, or certain ones on your face, and they don't put all crystals in jewelry. A sapphire and a diamond, those are crystals too. They're just very expensive, turquoises. But then you get a lot of the cheap ones, like I get, like uh, what is quartz is the most common crystal. Quartz. There's millions of colors. Everything has a quartz in it. Phones, computers, watches, and it actually helps hold information. Crystals hold information and energy, and that's why. And they've been here billions of years. They've been here forever since the planet was. There's like trees. They just keep growing, and they hold more information. And so, and they're actually saying scientists are saying in the future here, and they're starting to do it now. Like in Superman, you know how he was holding the information in the crystals in the fortress, and he could plug
Mm-hmm.
in. They can do that now with lights. What they're doing. So what they do is they program the information they want.
Optic.
Huh?
That's fiber optics.
Yeah, but they're doing it with crystals now. So what they do is they put the message in a light, like a pattern, and they send the light into the crystal, and then they can retrieve it with the light. So it's neat. Like I'm not sure how it works. Just like time travel, which I listened to it, and there's a way they figured out a way to do it now, but it's with the machines, and it's very complicated. If I can wrap my head around it, I want to explain it to people. But they can do it with a signal with time travel. It's not an actual live thing or whatever, but they're able to send a signal either from the future to the past or vice versa with a satellite and a computer. So
Yeah.
I read about it in a book. This physicist, uh,
Oh.
yeah. So it's sad because his dad died when he was young, and his whole life his goal was to make a time machine so he could go back and tell his dad what was going to happen so he could save him. And he never built, of course he didn't build the machine, but he has the actual principal idea now, and it's called the Time Traveler. And he's actually black, African gentleman, and it was neat how it was a sad story too because he opens it up with the story of him going back and talking to his dad, because it's a dream he's had since he was a kid, and then it's like okay, he's trying to his whole life to go back and save his dad, just like Quantum Leap and all them other stories. If your dad, if someone died young, would you go back and would you try to save them? But they're saying they can do it with like information, like 1 second, like some kind of just a signal. They can send a signal through time, whatever that means. But yeah, crystals. Yeah, I mean, we'll get. If you want to know about them and more, if we talk about other stuff, we'll get into herbs and different things, and I can tell you how they work for me and what they done for me. But it's more or less just something. Hey, a crystal. It's a cool color. People collect them. They're neat to feel. Kind of just hold on to them. Have something in your hand. You know how people have like a stress ball, or people smoke, have a cigarette, or a coin. It's neat. Or in your pocket, like a rabbit's foot. It's more of a which people don't even do them anymore. Rabbit's foot. It's just like a thing like that. Something to have. So, what about? Let's see here. People, hold on. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 7:20 p.m.
7:20. Okay. So what else did you say? Oh, getting older. How about that one? I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Yeah,
Don't do it.
I got a couple of things I noticed today. Well, not that I noticed, but I've been remembering. Uh, First of all, I'm in my mid 40s now. Like I said, you're a little bit older. So the main thing is hair. A lot of this stuff is funny though, and it's not funny when you're dealing with it all the time. But I was telling Chris earlier. I said, you know what? I never got hair until I was a certain age, right? And now I got like on my chin. I don't have a beard, but I got like two hairs that are 6 inches long. For the longest time, I didn't know they were attached. And is that weird? Like I don't know if it's just me or not, but you get hair growing and you get like one hair,
Uh-huh.
just one,
Uh-huh.
like below my belly button. I never got a happy trail, but I got like two hairs that are like 4 inches long, and I didn't get them until I was in my 30s, and I thought they were just hairs, and all of a sudden I'm pulling. I'm like, wait, I got two hairs that grow, and just one in one spot, two hair. And my chin, I got two hairs that grow. They're like 6 inches long. And when people were shaving for me, it's hard to find that one hair that's just hanging there. And I'm being tickled by hair. It's like this is crazy. And then of course you got the ear hair and the nose hair that comes in and just starts growing and constantly won't stop growing. And then the butt hair, which is yeah, I don't want that at all. But what am I
Got
gonna do?
butter?
My butt, yeah. Oh my God, I can feel my butt. I got a bush on my butt.
You got a bush on your butt?
Yeah, that's not good, and nobody's cutting it. Nobody wants to do that, and my sister ain't doing that. One time, I had a caregiver that actually shaved it for me, and she offered volunteer, and she's like, "Hey, because it was literally 30 something years worth of hair growing, or however it was, and in my 30s. Yeah, butt hair, I can feel it. I'm reaching back here. I'm like, wait a minute, as far as I could anyway, and it's like cotton. I'm like, this ain't. I got butt hair. I got more hair on my butt than I do anywhere on my body. I don't
Huh.
understand. So I got butt hair. You got butt hair. You got nose hair. You got freaking ear hair. I started losing my hair on top of my head when I was young, but then in my 30s, it didn't go away. It came back. So and I don't want hair. I don't like hair at all.
Sparrow made a nest in my ears.
Huh?
A sparrow made a nest in my ears.
Ooh. Yeah. My mom used to have that problem. She had to go to the hospital once, and they pulled like a 9 inch hair out of her ear. It,
Oh, come
it
on.
got down in there somehow.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus. So we got that part, and then I was telling you about the hemorrhoids the other day. Literally, I weigh 70 pounds or something, and like you caregived for me before, so when I go to the bathroom, it's hard for me to even go, and I'm on the toilet for a while. And now I'm getting to where I got to push so much. I have scoliosis on that one side, and it won't come out. It's like my insides aren't straight, so I got to push, and then I kind of move and try to lean, and and just to get out and I ripped myself one time. I know a little bit. I almost couldn't sit for a few days, and one time I could feel stuff. I actually like felt like it was hanging out back there, and I was sitting on a lump for a couple of days. And I'm like, Jesus, I don't want to have to go to the hospital. But if I don't push out, then I got it in there for weeks, and then I can't go. So like, what do I do? Because when I was young, there was times I didn't go poop when I was like for 6 months or so. Literally, when my mom was taking care of me, and I remember throwing up. Like I would eat and throw up right away because I had so much in there, and that was so gross. And then I had to start getting enemas and suppositories and just stuff just to go. And now I'm on a schedule where I go every 2 or 3 days, and that keeps me better. You know what I mean? But if I don't go, I'll get real clogged up real fast, and that's pain. That's terrible. And the foods, yeah, the foods I can't eat anymore. Everything is too sweet. Everything was sweet is sweet. You know, too much sugar. You know,
Uh huh.
uh, caffeine. Same with that.
Yeah.
Uh, just sleeping too. I never took naps. You know, now you want to sleep. Well, do you get tired too? You got to take a nap
Mm.
during the day.
I yeah, I do. Yeah. Where I find myself is I
Yeah.
like my mom. When my parents had me when I was 10 when at my age now.
Yeah.
You know, and I just remember my parents just like falling asleep, like sitting on the couch or
Jeez.
chair, reading the newspaper. And I find myself doing that, dozing
Yeah.
off.
After you get to be in your 40s, like I never wanted to sleep. I was like, man, sleeping is you die. You know when you sleep, or sleeping is you can sleep when you die. Now I have to have a couple hour nap, or at least an hour. I'll knock out during the day. But then it's like I can't sleep the rest of the day or the rest of the night. But I think that just has to do with me losing my sight. And
Sometimes the older you get, the less sleep you need.
see, I didn't know that. I thought it would be the more you would need. I would think.
Yeah, well, there's that
Yeah,
certain point in between.
40 something, 45 almost. So that's another thing. Yeah, the
You're
body.
still young, you shouldn't be at that yet, man.
Everything starts hurting more too, right? When you get sick, it's harder to heal. Your bones hurt. You wake up with pains and you don't even know where you got it or how it happened. A lot of
Uh-huh.
times, that's me.
Yeah,
Like you bang something, but you don't realize it, right? Or you wake up and it's like you got hurt in the middle of the night when you're sleeping. How did you do that?
yeah.
Like I have all that stuff, you know. And this is the word, people. This is what happens when you get older. They don't teach you this and tell you that. Forgetting things too, man. You'll have something right on your mind and boom, it's gone.
Uh-huh.
You know. So, uh, hey Google, what time is it?
7:27 p.m.
We'll do a couple more things and then we're gonna sign off. Okay, how about people not doing their job? Didn't you have a
Oh, nobody does their job anymore, man.
telemarketing people, right?
Yeah, the hell with them, man.
Yeah, tell me about that because we both had the same complaints. A lot of them are foreign people, and I have nothing against that, but they just read you the same thing. They don't even talk to you, like right? They just
Yeah.
yeah. Tell me about that for a minute. Did you have a phone call? You said they got irritated you a little.
Oh, yeah, man. I got a new insurance company, man.
Yeah,
Just, yeah, it's like they don't,
they're
you
not
know,
American.
they don't listen. They just keep repeating from the script. And it's like,
Yeah,
man, just shut the hell up and put me through, or put me through to someone else that can help me.
and they act like they don't know how to spell your name or can't find your account, right? Or you don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about, and then they just read you to say, yeah. See, with UPMC, which I'm going to talk about that more, they'll start they'll read you that script over and over again, and then they'll put you on a survey and just like basically hang up on you.
And then as soon as you start saying something negative about theirs on the survey, they cut you off.
Yeah, oh, I did that the other day. It started cutting me off. I was like, you know what? Since you want to do this, but I didn't. I'm learning to be patient now because that's what they want. They feed off. People feed off. And you're being tested, then you're the crazy one. So, like I said, love is a choice, and so is the hate.
I
And,
ain't
right?
wasting my.
We're gonna wrap up with that. But yeah, just fight fire with water. When you have the choice next time, yeah, don't waste the energy. Just deal with it as it is. You know what it is, and just be calm because you control you.
Mhm.